Chaotic Impulse is a guild that was derived from the pack called Sterling Stylers. Sterling Stylers was a small group of 3 Akinine, Maul, Dirge, and Ace. They started out calling themselves the Sterlings, even though they were of different blood from each other. They were then called the Sterling Stylers after making a name for themselves with their unique and professional approach to their chosen professions. They were assassins, even if they never called themselves such. They were unlike the typical assassins, however, which usually followed a code and would only go after marked individuals. The Sterling Stylers, however, went after anyone and everyone, and were so skilled in what they did, they were never found committing their crimes. There would be a day, however, when their leader, Maul, would fall under the control of an Onikin. This Onikin sought the body of a mortal in order to feel alive, and struck a deal with Maul, who consented to the takeover of his body, asking for nothing of the Onikin in return. It was only through the empathy he had with the Onikin that he'd only agree to such a deal. Gradually, the Onikin became impatient with Maul and his strong sense of control. The two would begin to struggle for control of Maul's own body, leaving Maul's mind to be driven to madness and finally crash. After the meltdown of his mind, Maul became someone different, someone of both control and balance of not only his mind, but of himself as a whole. He no longer talked to himself and plagued with heinous thoughts of senseless murder and rage. Though he had been anew, he was still the Maul that his friends knew and still held on to his belief that he would one day take over New Yorleng.